Welcome to Building a World-Class Business on Lead Pits Live on Wink the CW6. I am Cotrenia Hood, the CEO of Bleu, an executive and business coaching firm. At Bleu, we fuel audacity while helping you to build your vision. Today I want to talk to executive coaches, especially in the area of leadership burnout. I want to take a moment just to talk about the 7 steps of leadership burnout and how do we prevent that. In the past year and a half, we have been overwhelmed to some extent, whether it's great loss, great change, or great moments of self-awareness. As business owners, we have been at the helm of a great pivot, whether it's going from in-person to virtual, having to boost our online sales, or to manage the safety and security of our customers and our employees. We have faced, to some extent, burnout. Today, let's consider and implement these 7 steps to prevent burnout or even pivot away from burnout within your organization. Number 1, prioritize your time. Manage a calendar and make sure you stick to that calendar. Limit the unnecessary meetings that you schedule. All the times that you've spent just trying to figure out how we were going to pivot in the middle of this pandemic, you have overscheduled yourself and you're going to put yourself in a position where you're burning out. And finally, have realistic office hours. I know at the beginning of the pandemic, we were having to show up early and stay late, work into the wee hours of the night. But now you are managing your business and you're doing well. Give yourself back the time and the freedom to really manage and prioritize your time. Number 2, learn to release. Recognize what you are good at and what you do well, and what you don't, release that to someone who does. Know that no matter how well thought out a plan is, everything cannot be accomplished in a week. So it doesn't matter how well you work, no matter how hard you put the time in, it's not all going to be done by Friday, and that's okay. Sometimes good enough is actually good enough. And you have to allow yourself the freedom to say, you know what? It may have not been all that I thought it was going to be, but this is good enough. And release yourself to whatever next has for you. Learn to delegate. Do away with the notion that if I don't do it, it can't be done. You have surrounded yourself with smart people. If you haven't, you need to start. But if you've surrounded yourself with smart people, let them do some of the work with you. Empower them, engage them, allow them to understand that they are a part of your team and they are just as important as you are to the organization. Ask for help. Lean on the people that are around you. Find a mentor, a leader, a coach, someone that can pour into you, because all of this time you've been pouring into everyone else. And accept the help that is available. I know sometimes as business owners, we have a tendency to think that we have to do it all. And people come in and they offer help and we say, oh no, we have it. I got this, it's okay. I appreciate your help, but you have to stop and allow. When people want to help, let them, engage them. Allow for them to do that with you. Next, build talent for the future. Look around your organization and see who has potential and then pour into that potential. Be on the offense. Make sure that you're doing ongoing training. Focus on quarterly and annual reviews. During those review times, you're building up your team. You're building up the people that are around you. Help them to set visions and goals for themselves and how they can grow within the framework of your organization. Develop talent for the future is a very important part of growing and developing your business. Then lead the change and not respond to it. For a year and a half, we have been on the defense. Things have been happening to us and we have not been happening to it. But it is now time to shift that and be on the offense. Be strategic about everything that you do going forward. Be quick to respond to problems. When you see it, don't ignore it, don't disregard it, address it. And then most importantly, cut before adding. Because we are in such a stressful time, it is important that you don't keep adding new things to your business without assessing what you already have and if there's an area in which you can trim the fat. Always look, it's a carpenter's actually theory that before I add up everything before I actually cut. I assess everything before I actually cut. And when I cut, I am clear that I'm making the right decision. Cut before you add anything else. And then finally, practice self-care. Take time for yourself, not for your business, not for your employees, not for your customers. You take time for yourself because like they say, if you don't put the mask on you first, everything else around you will suffer. Make sure that you find outlets that have nothing to do with work. Find a book, watch a movie, do something that feeds you, your soul, your spirit, that puts you in a place where you're encouraging yourself so that you can be an encouragement to one another. And then most importantly, during this time, remember what matters. Your family, your friends, and most importantly, yourself. I am Cotrenia Hood, and if you are looking for proven strategies to execute your big ideas in business, please connect with me at www.steelbleu.com, that's steelbleu.com, for free consulting, and let's get started building a world-class business. Now stay tuned for more Lee Pitts Live.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello everybody, this is Lee. I'm so glad that you watched that particular show, and if you enjoyed that show, we got other shows like that. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch Lee Pitts Live on demand anytime, and also hit us up on all our social media platforms. Just type in Lee Pitts Live, and there you go.